Hi friends, host Eric here, host Talking with Famous People. I just made a video which was a commercial for Marlboro Red Soft Bag. I just felt like making it on the spot. Shortly before that, I had attempted a video in which I was going to articulate a few different ideas I had for videos that I wanted to potentially make. Just sort of like to list them out and keep track of them. Except when I attempted it, I could only think of two and I couldn't articulate either of them very well. I was just like, And I went into Circle K, got cigarettes, came back out and made that Marlboro Red cigarette ad video. So, frankly, that wasn't a possible idea for a video, but it didn't exist until I bought Marlboro Reds right then. And by the time I bought the Marlboro Reds, I was not thinking at all about what I thought about before I went in Circle K, because I had stood in line. When I went in there appeared to be one guy at the counter and nobody in front of me. But right as I opened the door, this woman ducked in front of me, and she got in line in front of me. So that was frustrating. Then the second cashier opened, and then both the two people, the guy who was there originally and the lady, took for fucking ever. So it was I thought it was going to be quick, and then it was a long time. So obviously I wasn't thinking about the video thing anymore. By the time I walked out, I just opened the pack of cigarettes and thought, I'll make a Marlboro Red video, commercial. But I think that reveals something telling about how NE is limited in its capacity to be useful, you might say. Because what I need to do more of are videos that don't explore any particular idea, and these are just videos for myself, basically, with a good way of keeping track of things, but instead just focus on listing out things I need to keep track of. That would be a good way of shortcutting SI a little bit. So normally, if you're going to do SI as an actual thing, as an actual attentional manner, then you're going to be actually repeating things over and over to yourself. I used to see my mom do this. She was an ISFJ. She'd go over things she needed to remember, lists and stuff, by verbalizing them to herself. Now, a lot of times she'd sort of whisper, I guess you'd say. She'd be talking to herself when we drive and stuff like that. So that's what SI is as difficult to understand as that, which is to say not very difficult to understand. It's about repeating to yourself the shit you need to remember. But in contrast, when you look at NE, it's always doing something new. So the problem is, for an NE Dom, you're never gonna really get good SI on a metaphysical level, because you're never going to be satisfied with repeating shit like that, in that fashion. Just repeating the same thing, because, of course, you're interested in novelty. Fucker, I was doing that, and you try to do that right in front of me, you're going to have a fucking problem. He was way later than me trying to pull that maneuver. He was too late to even attempt it. I was within reason, but then because he was attempting it where I was going to go, I had to move out of the, so naturally I said, yeah, as I will when people are going to be suddenly causing my car to jerk in an unpleasant fashion. Anywho, that's not the point. Anywho, anyhow, any what. Listen to me, stop looking at my butt. I almost crash every time I look around, and I'm fine. Thank you, Slabs, for saving my life. Again. What the fuck, though? What is up with this fucking traffic? This truck is so fucking gay. There's not even anybody in front of you, fuck. Oh yeah, there's that. You're the fuck. Fuck. These fucking guys, they're going 5 miles an hour on the fucking freeway. I'm already late, for Christ's sakes. Well, I'm not actually quite late, but this clock is fast. Why is it set so fast? Who said fast? When? And why? Anyway, subjects for videos. So, one subject for a video I want to do, I talked briefly about in a video last night. I went through it in a video last night, but I want to explain more how that links to the misapplication of type stuff to produce wrong or counterproductive or other kinds of, or counterproductive or useless or whatever, or happenstancely useful stuff utilizing the function model. So I want to do videos on that. And that thing I'm talking about is the putting the all 16 types delivered package to a house and put it under a mat. But each of the 16 puts it under the mat for a different reason. And it's designed to talk about how type descriptions are not a good way to understand type. More traffic? No. Wasn't more traffic. Okay. The second video subject area or whatever is it's like I can't remember. I got two of them before. Neither of them the one I just articulated. I can't remember the two I had before. Oh, right. Type phrase translator. So, meow, 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 phrase translator. ENTP, INFJ, whatever it goes where meow, 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 meow is. So, an example would be when Kimberly says, alright, well after dinner I'm going to just sweep the floor here and vacuum the rug to get a start on cleaning before work tomorrow. What she really means is, Eric, can you do the dishes and vacuum the rug for me so I can do some stuff I have to do? That's what she really means. Another example, when I say I hear you, it means I disagree with you. And that's it. I disagree with you. I actively have heard you and I disagree with you, but I don't want to tell you that because I'm trying to smooth things over. Usually, if I disagree with you and I'm not trying to smooth things over, or not actively trying to make peace or something, or keep peace, then I will just say I disagree, or I agree. If I agree somehow, you can say I agree. If I disagree, I'll say I disagree. If I disagree, and it's Kimberly, I try to avoid disagreeing with her actively. So I hear her. See, I feel like I'm doing the video instead of going through my video topic of topics about videos. Okay, so what's another topic about videos? Topic about videos. No, video about topics. No, topics for videos. God, what's wrong with my brain? I would say, I also want to do a video on Lightbulb's notion of having somehow mastered your 8-slot function. I wouldn't use that term, but I will explain in what sense I think one could think of it kind of as being like that. And it's got me doing some good thinking about it in general. Did I go too far? I gotta go one more. What time is it? Now I'm late. I'm officially 2 minutes late. That means I'm going to be almost 10 minutes late because of the time it takes me to get through this goddamn gate. That means I have to go late, and I want to go back home before I go to the other one. So, other video ideas. Well, I would say, Jesus, what the hell? There's a 5-car line at the gate. I wanted to draw a distinction between why visual typing is equivalent to astrology, whereas how like descriptive typology is equivalent to astrology, whereas I guess you might say understanding, basically it's like an SI understanding of typology, SITI understanding of typology produces something meaningful. It's a TI understanding of typology that's tempered by a SI particularism. So it's understood as a process that oneself does, a process, not process, but like a filter almost, that one develops the ability to use, that one becomes quite dependent upon in some sense, because it's so effective an explanatory mechanism. Alright, I'm going to, oh shoot, I gotta look up the address.
Not a problem.